Hello, hello. How are we doing? Sorry, my chat widget is not loading in my streaming software, so I just got to pull it up on YouTube here so I can make sure that I don't miss anything from y'all. How are we doing? Happy Tuesday. Here we go. I've got everybody set up now. We're good to go. All right. As you can see, the teams are just warming up. We do have a little while until the game starts here. We'll give you guys a brief overview of these two teams. It is a conference game. So, let me pull up my stats here real quick. So, Hayward is 9-13 overall. They are currently 4th in the Heart of the North Conference. They're 5-4 in conference. Cameron, on the other hand, they are 18-12 overall, so they've played quite a lot of games. Oh wait, no, you know what? That went to the last season. Let's get you the correct record. Okay. There we go. 8-8 overall. And I'm guessing the ones for Hayward were probably not accurate then. Let me go back. No, they were not. Okay. So Hayward is showing 1-0 overall. I don't know if that's accurate. Let me try my other. Here, I had it all ready to go. I'm gonna keep trying to poke around and see if I can find it. I forgot where I got my stats last game. Oh, we're getting somewhere, I think. Here we go. They are 7-9 overall, 0-1 in conference for Hayward. There we go. It just took a little while. Trisha, good luck, Comets. Heck yeah. Let's go. Thanks for being here and hanging out with us. A preview for this week, while I've got your attention. Maybe pull up the schedules here. We are here tonight, and then we will also be back Thursday for some more volleyball. The girls are going to host Spooner here at home. That's at 7 p.m. And on Friday, we'll also be back where the boys will be playing and hosting Cadott. And then next week, I believe there's only 2 games. So next week we have Tuesday and Thursday volleyball both at 7. So lots of games coming up here shortly. And then it'll be a while until I'm back after that, almost 2 weeks actually. So this week and next week we have a handful of games, and then not for another like 2 weeks. Those of you who were with me for the last game know I was fighting something off and I'm on the back end of it, but I am still coughing. So I really apologize because I'm going to try to move the mic away for the coughing. But this thing's sensitive sometimes, so I apologize. I've also got some stats for you guys for team leaders. Kills per set, Addie Ebner with 1.4. Hitting percentage, Brooke Scholes with 0.14. Total blocks, Addie Ebner, 27. Digs per set, Bia Anchuk with 4.9. Serving aces, Emerson Crane-Buell with 20. Aces per set, also Emerson Crane-Buell with 0.5. Bia Anchuk leads the team in digs with 204. Crane-Buell leads with assists, 127. 59 kills for Addie Ebner, and 265 receptions for Bia Anchuk. So those are some pretty awesome numbers for the girls. They are ranked 225th in the state. I had one of the coaches give me some like place to find the team stats, and so I'm looking through all of these, and there are some really cool stats here. Super cool. Okay. Who's excited for some volleyball? On a personal note, at my job, it's the week that the quote-unquote bigwigs are around. I was in meetings all day today. I forget how tiring it can be just being around that much volume all day. But all day I kept thinking, I have volleyball yet tonight. And I'm excited. The parking lot was super packed, which is a good thing. Before we get going too far, I do want to thank our sponsors. You're seeing them scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You're going to see a couple ads from them tonight. I promise I will not miss the final point because I felt pressured to run an ad. That ad could have waited until after that final point. And so if ever in that situation again, I promise I will wait until after the point. Yeah. Thank you, sponsors. And thank you guys at home for tuning in. I love that I get to do this, so it's really cool to have people come in and watch and support athletes from wherever. What are you guys most excited for in this game? All right. They are about to do the national anthem. While they do that, I will take the headset off, and then during intros, I'm going to run the quick intro.
The WIAA Hayward High School and Cameron High School have a long-standing tradition of quality sports competition and outstanding athletes. Therefore, we ask that athletes, coaches, and fans conduct themselves in a sportsmanlike manner. At this time, to honor America and those defending our freedom, please stand and remove your hats and listen to Cameron Senior Eva Seaballs for the national anthem.
And just like that, we're back. We're going to do some team introductions quick, and then we will be ready for some volleyball. It's so fun that you guys can see the student section at home. All right.
Now let's meet the visiting Hurricanes. Number 2, Addie Laird. Number 4, Elise Beckerman. Number 6, Danica Cordenden. Number 7, Olivia Beckwith. Number 9, Claire Delisle. Number 12, Addison Stein. And starters, number 3, Mel Isham. Number 5, Isla Silent.
Melody Isham, number 3, starting. Number 5, Isla Selling. Colby Springer, number 8.
Number 10,
Charlie
Charlie Christian.
Christian, number 10.
Number 13, Grace Schmidt.
Number 13, Grace Schmidt.
Number 14, McKenna Hutchinson.
And McKenna Hutchinson, number 14.
And number 1, Lainey Duff.
Laney Duffy wrapping it up at number 1.
By Michelle Smith, Caitlin LeBlanc, and Raina Pierce. Now for your Cameron Comets. Starting with number 6, Jillian Emerson. Number 11, Jaden Seamer. Number 13, Brooke Schultz. Number 16, Ida Seaball. Number 35, Addison Carlisle. And your starting lineup, number 5, Addie Ebner.
Comet starters are Addie Ebner, number 5. Number 7, Kira Cook.
Number 12, Terrence Schneider.
Number 12, Taryn Schneider.
Number 17, Olivia Thompson.
Leah Thompson, number 17.
Number 20,
Kara Lee Hibbard, number 20.
Number 21, Emerson Craneville.
Emerson Craneville, number 21.
And number 55, Brooklyn Anchak.
And Brooklyn Anchuk via number 55.
Taylor Bowerman and Kristen Lott.
And we're about to get underway. And both teams huddling. Again, this is a conference matchup here. And just in case you didn't hear, the one singing the anthem was actually Eva Seavalls. And I'm glad that it came through. I turned the mic up so high in hopes that you guys would hear it at home. All right, the Comets are going to start with the serve here tonight. If you guys need anything audio-wise or visual, let me know. I'll see the chat. Serve is good for the Comets. Picked up in the back row by Hayward. And they're going to send it over on their third. Comets looking for a nice setup here. They're going to set it over on 3. A little bit of congestion there by Hayward. They're going to try to send it over the net, and it's going to be blocked by the Comets. And the Comets will take an early point here. Serve is good. Hayward sends it over in 3. Anchuk diving for it. She gets it. Comets send it over on 3. Thompson with a bit of a softie, but it works. Craneville here to serve her 3rd straight. Serve is good. Hayward here on 3 sends it over as a softie. Tip there at the net for the Comets, and Hayward having to scramble a little bit. They tip it over on their 3rd. Looking for the hitter. The Comets are going to get it from outside. Hayward answers back with one of their own. The block at the net glances off the hands of the Comets, and it lands on their side, and Hayward will get the point and the serve. Isla Stelling. Serve catches the top of the net and catches the Comets off guard, and she will serve again. This serve a little more effective. The Comets hit on 3, blocked at the net, and it falls into the net on the Hayward side. And that was a good one there for Addie Ebner. Thompson serving. And it's good. Picked up in the back row by Hayward. Good tip there is going to be sent back over on a block from the Comets. Comets hit on 2. Block goes out of bounds, and the Comets will get the point. Thompson serve. Picked up in the back row. Probably could have gone out of bounds, but Hayward decided to take it. They set it over in 3. Comets looking for a hit on their third. They find it in Ebner. Picked up by Hayward. They send it back with a hit of their own on 3. Comets rushing for it, but they send it over on the opposite side of the upright. So Hayward will take that one. Some close volleyball here. Both teams kind of working on building up their steam here. Comets leading 4-3. Hayward with the serve. Picked up in the back. Comets scrambling a little bit, but they're able to get it under control. They send it over on 3. Big hit there from Hayward, but it's blocked by the Comets. Looks like there's going to be a 4-hit call. That serve for Hayward coming from Lainey Duffy. It looks like Anchuk will take over the serving for the Comets. Her serve is good. An outside hit for Hayward, picked up in the back by Seamers. Comets sent it over on 3 with a hit from Anchuk. Hayward looking for their third, from the outside. They get it. Comets tip it over on their third. Ooh, ball in the uprights there from Hayward. They get it under control. A set was going to be out of bounds on the Comet side. Anchuk diving for it, and it pops off of her hands, and it will be a Hayward point. Elise Beckerman serving for Hayward. Comets send it over with a big one from Jillian Emerson. She's going to take a decisive point there for the Comets. A couple of substitutions there for the Comets. Seavalls to serve. She puts too much sauce on it. It goes out of bounds, and Hayward will take the serve. Good discipline from the Comets, it looked like, but they're going to get caught on it right at the end there. Not quite seeing that ball was going to end up in bounds. That was a close one. Good discipline on them to follow it all the way through, but noticed a little too late. Good serve there from Hayward, Looking for the outside hit, no good for the Comets. Hayward will take another. Hayward with the lead now, 7-6. Hayward serve is good. Picked up by Anchuk. A little bit wonky. The Comets recovered. Hibbard sending it over. On their third, Hayward sends it over with a set. Looking for the outside hitter of the Comets. And it's going to be outside of the upright, it looked like. Hayward will take the point. Hayward with a 2-point lead here at home. At the Comets' home. Hayward's serve picked up in the back by the Comets. On their third, they're going to send it over, but no flick of the wrist means that Hayward will take another point. And the serve for Hayward. Comets follow it to the line again. And it lands just inside the Comets, handing over another freebie. This serving being done by Colby Springer for Hayward. That one lands a little closer to the net. Hayward looking to slam it home on the over. Come up a little bit short. The Comets will break that scoring streak there for Hayward. Emerson serving. Catches the top of the net and rolls over. The Comets will celebrate that one. Comets trailing now by only 2. Emerson's serve is good. Picked up in the back row and sent into the bleachers. Comets trailing by only 1 here at home. Serve is good. Picked up in the back row by Hayward. Hayward looking to set it up on 3. They're going to set it over on 3. Looking for the outside hit from Hibbard. They get it. Hayward with an outside hit of their own. Picked up in the back by Anchuk. Comets setting up for a third also, but it's going to be blocked at the net. Hayward back to a 2-point lead here. Hayward's serve is good, picked up by Anchuk. That serve coming from Grace Schmidt. Looking for the outside hit. Thompson opts instead to tip it, and she will notch a point for the Comets. Hibbard to serve for the Comets. And it's good. Hayward looking for their third hit. Set ended up pretty close to the net. A little bit of congestion on that block, and the Comets will take the tying point here. Gridlocked at 11. Both teams here are duking it out. Serve from Hibbard is good on 3. Hayward sends it over. A little bit of scrambling here from the Comets, but they get it under control. Set for Hayward ends up over the net. The Comets send it back. Comets on their third set it over. Outside hit for Hayward. A diving reach from Seavalls. And another diving reach to try to keep it in play. The Comets unable to do so. And Hayward will take the point. Quick substitution. Hayward now sending in Charlie Christian. Melody Isham to serve here. Isham's serve is too zesty, and the Comets will take the point back. Ebner back on the court for the Comets. Crane Buell serving. Her serve a little too zesty. And now Hayward will take the point. I don't know, there must be something in the water today. Both teams kind of airing it out a little bit. Too many muscles. Hayward's serve a little shy, ends up in the net. Comets will take that one. Thompson serving for the Comets. Her serve is picked up in the back row. Big hit there for Hayward. Comets having to scramble to keep the ball in play, and they do. For their third hit from the outside is going to go outside for Hayward, so the Comets will take a point. Comets holding on to the lead, but this game has been a series of back and forth punches. Serve is good. On three, Hayward with a hit. Nice dig by Anchuk. Hayward on their third hits it, and they find an open spot. Nice hit there from Charlie Christian. It's going to make the Comets pay. Serving for Hayward is Laney Duffy, excuse me. One of the younger ones on the team. She's one of only 3 sophomores. Serve picked up in the back by Anchuk. Outside hit for the Comets is going to glance off the hands of the block. On their third, Hayward sends one back of their own. A nice diving reach there for the Comets. Comets send it over on a softie. Nice tip there from Hayward, has the Comets scrambling, and they recover nicely. Hayward with a hit, reaching for it, so it came out a little soft. Emerson on 3, sends it back. Freebie from Hayward for the Comets, setting up the hit. Emerson able to find the spot, and she's going to notch one for the Comets. Anchuk to serve. And a third from Hayward. Finds Anchuk again in the back row. Ebner with a big one up front. Hayward on 3. And a good block there from Ebner, partnered with Hibbard at the net. And we have a timeout, so we're going to go ahead and quick run you guys an ad. And we're back. Welcome back. And the serve there for the Comets is good. On 3, Hayward with a big swing and a couple of blockers there at the net for the Comets. A little bit of confusion there for the Comets, but they get it together and send it over. Outside hit there for Hayward is going to sail out of bounds. Comets will take one. And a little bit of bobbling there at the net. Hayward almost getting one to the face. Comets will take the point. One thing that my sister is saying about this team is she's noticing how disciplined they are, which I've commented on a couple times. And we'll talk about that a little bit more here as we go. Hayward on 3 sends it over. Emerson picks it up. Crane Buell with the set and a big hit from Ebner. Touched in the back row. The Comets will take one. So we've noticed that discipline here with the Comets because instead of reaching for some of those close serves, they've kind of watched it all the way to the line. And that's where the discipline can kind of catch up with you a little bit because you're taught not to quite reach. And some of those, it was kind of a toss-up on which way they went. So it kind of caught them there a little bit. But for the most part, this buckling down is faring well for them. Anchuk's serve, again, just both teams struggling with hitting the ball a little too hard. So Anchuk sails out of bounds. I'm not sure what it is tonight. Both teams just kind of struggling to dial it in on that. And that's all right. Serve for Hayward is good. Comets looking for 3 from the outside. They're going to get it from Ebner. Ebner not getting the hit she quite wanted, but the result was good either way. And she kind of shook her head a little bit after that one, but they got the point. Comets within 5 of closing out this first one with a 5-point lead here. Seaval's on the serve, picked up in the back by Hayward, out of bounds. Oh, she hesitated. It was getting really close to the announcer's station, and she backed off. And I think she could have reached it, but it would have been a heck of a reach. Seaval's serving again. She's the one who did the national anthem tonight. Super good. Serve is good. Sent over in 3 by Hayward. A great job there by Seamers, backing out of the way to make sure that that one notched a point for the Comets. Seaval's serve a little low, and Hayward will take the point. Serve for Hayward is good. Comets are going to take their 3, send it over on a bit of a softie. Big hit there from Hayward. And Anchuk with the spatial awareness to back off at the last second to not hit that one. That was pretty impressive. Oh my goodness. Jillian Emerson on the serve. It's good. Picked up in the back by Hayward. They're going to send it over on a soft 3. Comets with the set to the outside. And a hit there from Thompson. It's not gonna get the desired outcome. And Hayward will take a point. For Hayward, this is Grace Schmidt. Good pickup there. Nice job from Thompson. She just tips it over, and honestly, kind of a power move there, just standing at the net, watching it all play out. Hibbard with a good serve, picked up in the back by Hayward. Good hit there from Hayward. Nice job by Hibbard. Swing her arms out to lessen the impact of that one. Hayward on 3, finds an open spot on the Comets side, and they're going to take a nice point. Quick substitutions here. Comets on game point here. Serving for Hayward is Melody Isham. Serve is good. Anchuk diving for it, unable to capitalize on it. Hayward hanging in there still. And Hayward's serve out of bounds. The Comets will take the first one here, 25-19. They're going to take just a couple of minutes to talk things over. I'm going to mute my mic so I can get some water, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Again, thanks for tuning in tonight. Thank you to our sponsors. You're seeing them scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So everything that they do makes us that we're able to bring you guys the games at home, in your car, wherever you are, all for free. So make sure that you guys support them if and when you can. If you'd like to become a sponsor, you do see a couple slides throughout the evening, one being the one with the QR that's actually up right now. You just scan that, and you can learn how to become a sponsor. There's also a slide that shares, I believe, the email address for getting more information on that. So if you'd like to become a sponsor, and we do encourage it, make sure that you reach out. So again, the Comets taking that first one there. Both teams kind of battling back and forth. One thing that we noticed was that sometimes the discipline of the Comets led them to watch a ball that was close to the outside line, not wanting to reach it unless they had to, and they got caught a couple times on that. We're also seeing a handful of serves from both teams that are just too saucy, and they're going out of bounds. So something is in the water tonight for sure on that front. But overall, it's been some pretty good volleyball, really fun to watch. And they're checking their lineups here. Or their rotations, I guess, is probably the more accurate word. Libero's substituting in, and we're ready to roll. Hayward will start with the serve this game. This is Melody Isham for Hayward. Big jump serve picked up in the back row. Probably could have been sent out of bounds, but the Comets go for it. A big block there at the net. Hayward sends it over. Comets on their third adder with a tip picked up by Hayward. They were not duped. Comets looking to set up three. They send it over. Hayward with the outside hit, catches the net. They take their three, they send it over on a softie. Setting up for the outside hit. The Comets get it from Jillian Emerson. Hayward tips it over, but they're going to be charged with a lift, and the Comets will take another one. So we've seen some really big hits from the Comets, and one thing that I will say is they are swinging non-stop. It's like every chance they get, they're trying to hit, which is awesome. On Hayward's reception, they send it up into the basketball hoop, but they do recover it. They send it over. Addie Ebner from the middle. She's going to be blocked. The Comets pull it through. Emerson with an awesome tip from the outside. Hayward sends it back, and two Comets, Ebner and Emerson, trying to do the block. It's going to end up on their side of the net, and Hayward will take a point. Big serve there for Hayward, picked up in the back row by the Comets. Jillian Emerson tries to work some magic, and it doesn't quite pan out for the Comets after some extreme reaches, which is really cool to see. Comets did not capitalize on it. Hayward's serve is good. And a nice tip there from Kira Cook is going to land the Comets a point. Comets leading by only one here, 3-2 in the second match. Nice serve there from Anchuk. A little bit of hesitation there from Hayward as the ball approached the net. and the Comets will take a point. And Chuck's serve is good. The reception ended up really close at the net. Hayward trying to work some magic, unable to do so. The Comets will take another one, increasing that lead here to 3. And Chuck serving. It's good. And Hayward sets it over on 3. Nice set here, looking for the back row hit. They get it from the Comets. Hayward's block goes a little sideways, but they're able to get it under control. Comets on their 3, tip it over from Ebner. Big hit there from Hayward, blocked by the Comets. Comets now getting a chance at their 3. Some congestion at the front of the net there, and Chuck able to step in. And Hayward on their 3. Come up a little bit short. It's in the net. Comets will take the point in the serve. And Chuck's serve is good. Hayward sends it over on a soft 3. Comets doing some work real close to the net. A nice tip there from Hibbert is going to notch one for the Comets. And we've got another timeout. So with
look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, hit me up with my homies, and we do it all again.
I just now saw that that one was muted. Hopefully it hasn't been muted so far this season, because I would feel like a really silly goose. And for some reason, when everything was loaded in the first time I ran it all, it was muted. And Chuck with the serve. Comets with a 5-point margin here, starting to run away with it a little bit, but that's not to say that they'll keep that pace. On their 3rd, Hayward hits it from the outside, picked up by Craneville. Big hit from the back on Maria Thompson, just catches the top of the net, and Hayward will take that one. Good serve there from Hayward, picked up in the back, looking for the outside hit from Ebner. It's going to end up back on the Comets side, and Ebner's going to get charged with 2 in a row. Lainey Duffy's serve for Hayward is good. Looking for the hit outside from Hibbard. She's scrambling. It was a little closer to the net than her preferences, and those are hard to do a whole lot with. So the point goes to Hayward again. Serve picked up by the Comets, and that one's going to sail out of bounds. So now Hayward on a bit of a hot streak here. They've closed that gap to only 1 point. And Hayward's serve out of bounds. Good discipline from the Comets there, following it all the way. Quick substitutions here for the Comets. Seaballs to serve. Serve is good, picked up in the back by Hayward. Hayward on 3, they get the hit. Seaballs does a good job getting under it, and Chuck, after the ball is in the Raptors, does a good job. Big hit there from Hayward. No good, though. Comets will take the point. Seaval's on the serve. It's good. Picked up in the back. Hayward taking it a little bit high there. Good block at the net from the Comets. Hayward answers back, and the Comets do some more work. Hayward on three, sends it over on a softie. Comets looking to set up a beautiful three here. They opt to tip it, and it is just out of bounds, and Hayward will get the point. Elise Beckerman's serve is good, picked up in the back by the Comets. Outside hit from Hibbard. And she finds the line at the back of the court, and the Comets will take one. Emerson to serve for the Comets. Too saucy out of bounds. Hayward will take one back. Serve for Hayward is good. Picked up by Anchuk. A nice set and an outside hit. Good work there from Hayward to get that one back over into Comet territory. A nice outside hit from Hibbard has Hayward scrambling. They send it over. Comets looking for another hit. They've got it. Hayward real close to the net, but a good block from the Comets. And the Comets are going to do work and get the point. Hibbard to serve. Hibbard catching the top of the net, but it rolls over. Hayward, though, able to get it under control. A good hit there from Hayward, picked up by the Comets, and the Comets will send it over. A block rolls off the fingertips of the Comets, and it falls on their side of the court. Hayward taking one back. Serving from Hayward, or for Hayward now, we have Grace Schmidt. Her serve picked up in the back by Taryn Schneider, and Hayward will take the point. Schmidt, one of the 5 seniors for Hayward. Service picked up in the back by the Comets. On two, Eva Seaval sets it over. And an excellent outside hit there for Hayward. Looked like that came from, what was Isla Selling? Selling? Excellent hit. And Hayward has tied it up here. Serve is good, picked up in the back by Anchuk. Looking for the hit outside. The Comets have it. Hayward looking to get something going. They send it over on 3. Comets with the set looking for the outside hit. They've got it. Too saucy. And Hayward will take the point. And Hayward serve into the net. Crane Buellin to serve. We are gridlocked here at 12. Serve is good. outside hit for Hayward. They opt to set instead. An outside hit there for the Comets. Hayward's going to send it back in two. Some congestion at the net. The Comets are going to send a point back over in Hayward's favor. Hayward's serve is good. On three, Seamers comes up a little bit shy, and Hayward will take a point. Serve for Hayward is good. It's going to end up on the basketball hoop, and Chuck does a good job getting under it. Comets send it over on a freebie. Hayward looking for the hit. They've got it, and the Comets have the block. Another hit for Hayward, and the Comets all moved up towards the net. Hayward finding a good spot on that one. And another timeout here. I'm going to hold off on running an ad because I suspect we're going to go to 4 tonight. We'll see. We're gambling a little. Try to do only one per match. I am going to mute, though, and give my voice a break and get a drink. And we're back. Welcome back, guys. Hayward has the serve here. In just a second, I'll tell you who it is. It's number 3. Serve is good. That came from Melody Isham. Comets on 3, and Chuck sends it out of bounds. Hayward now with a 4-point lead. So the tide has changed here. The Comets with, what was it, like a 5 or 6 point lead are now trailing by almost as many. A little bit of panicking there from the Comets, and they're going to set another point in Hayward's favor. Isham to serve. Good, picked up in the back row by the Comets. Good talking there from the ladies. Comets send it over on a softie. Hayward does the same. Big swing there from Ebner in the middle. Hayward sends it over. And for the outside hit, the Comets get it, but Hayward has a block for them. Good movement there from Hayward to keep themselves in play. A block at the net for the Comets. And on 2, Ebner sends it over. Hayward ready for it. They send it on 3. Quick scrambling there from the Comets to keep the ball in play. Now Hayward a little bit on their heels. Looking for the hitter. The Comets, they're going to get it. Hayward sends it over on a freebie. Both teams here kind of duking it out, wanting this point. Good block there for Hayward. They send it over on 3, but a block from the Comets keeps them scrambling. And after quite the volley, Hayward's going to come away with the point. Good diving effort there from the Comets. Both teams fought for that one. Good serve there for Hayward, and Chuck sends it over on 3. So both teams kind of hit or miss that first match. Ooh, another point there for Hayward. Both teams kind of looking like they were warming up is all it was, and now they're both in here swinging. Hayward now with the 7-point lead here. They were trailing. Whew. How you guys hanging in at home? And we have about 5 seconds left here of this timeout. Serve there for Hayward is good. Nice work from the Comets to keep it in play on 3. They send it over. And an outside hit there for Hayward is going to notch them another point. Hayward starting to run away with this one here. They're 5 points from wrapping up the second one. They've got an 8-point lead. Big serve there for Hayward. Good discipline on the girls. I know sometimes when you're feeling the pressure, it's easy to slip up in those little discipline areas, but they did a good job holding off and watching that ball all the way out of bounds. Comets send a serve of their own out of bounds. Hayward now 4 points away from securing this second match. Serve for Hayward is out of bounds. Good job on the girls to back off. And Chuck with the serve. It's good. Picked up in the back row by Hayward. Big hit there from Hayward. Blocked at the net. Comets now working on their 3 with an outside hit from Emerson. Ball gets tangled up in the block, and the Comets have now ended the scoring streak for Hayward. With their work cut out for them, they have a 6-point deficit to close, and Hayward's only 4 away from wrapping it up. Service picked up by Hayward. They're looking for a hit on 3. They are going to set it over. Anchuk diving for it. Thompson also diving. Unable to get it under control. So Hayward's going to take the point. They're now 3 away from wrapping up the second one. Serve picked up in the back. Comets scrambling to send it over in 3. They've got it. Big hit from the middle there by Hayward, picked up by the Comets. They're going to send it over on 3. Hayward answering back with 3 of their own. A diving reach there from Crane Buell. She gets it. Jillian Emerson with the hit. It was good, but it was out of bounds. Comets with an 8-point deficit here. 2 points for Hayward to wrap it up. Serving for Hayward is Lainey Duffy. Duffy's serve is good, picked up in the back by the Comets. Comets send it over on a freebie. Tip from the outside for Hayward. Some good fancy footwork from the Comets to get theirs over in 2. Hayward taking all 3. Comets diving for it. They're going to send it over on a freebie. Nice hit there for Hayward. That's going to secure them the 24th of the second. And she is amped. I think that was Isham, maybe? I didn't quite see who did it, but Hayward was excited, and they should be. That was That was an excellent hit. Serve out of bounds for Hayward. Comets hanging on by the skin of their teeth here. They've got an 8-point deficit, one mistake, and Hayward's going to take the second one. We've seen crazier things. I mean, Hayward rallied back from, a 5 or 6 point deficit to take a huge lead, so it's possible. Serve out of bounds. And Hayward's going to take the second one, 25-16. So we will be going at the very least to 4 tonight. And we'll have a couple minutes here while the teams kind of recalibrate, talk it over. Excuse me. All right, how we hanging in, Comet fans? That was a bit of a nail biter. Both teams taking the court. Yeah, they're holding off here. I think waiting to verify, we're just gonna water break here. Serve is good. And the reception is going to send it out of bounds. The Comets are going to take the first one here. Greenville serve good. On 3, Hayward sends it over. Comets looking for their third. They get it. A diving reach there for Hayward. Are they going to get it back over? Not quite. It hit the basketball net. Had it not been for that, I think they would have honestly gotten it. Greenville serve. right at the back border. She sends it out of bounds. Serve for Hayward is good. Thompson tries to tip it over on 2, but Hayward was ready with the block. Comets on their reception, they send it out of bounds. Hayward's serve in the net, and we're gridlocked here at 3. Thompson's serve is good. Good work there from the Comets at the net. And on 3, the hit doesn't quite. Some good work there from the Comets to send it over. Big hit there on 3 for Hayward. The block going sideways on the Comet side. They're unable to get under it. Comets looking a little frustrated with themselves. Now, the last time we were here, we saw something similar, and the discipline won out. Ultimately, we'll see if that will be the case tonight. Serve goes wonky there for Hayward. Big serve there for Anchuk. On 3, Hayward sends it out of bounds. The Comets will take that one. Serve there, just clipping the net, but it goes over. Hayward sends it over on a soft 3. Hit outside from Hibbard. Hayward sends it back on 2. Looking for the hit from the middle. They've got it, and Ebner, a diving reach from Hayward. No good. The Comets will take the lead here with a point. Good serve there from Anchuk. Outside hit for Hayward. Picked up in the back. Comets scrambling to keep it in play. A little too high up in the rafters and not far enough over the net. Hayward's going to take that one. Comets do a good job picking up that serve. Nice hit from Emerson at the middle. The block goes sideways for Hayward. The Comets will take the point. Seavalls to serve. It's good, picked up in the back by Hayward. Hayward looking for a hit from the middle. They've got it. A nice tip there from Hibbard. Catches Hayward on their heels a little bit. They're able to keep the ball in play. Comets kicking themselves a little bit. I think that one that they picked up over the net was out of bounds, but sometimes when you're playing, you don't always realize. Hayward's serve in the net. The Comets will take back a freebie. Emerson to serve. And Hayward unable to get it going on that one. The Comets will notch a point. Big serve there for Emerson. A good block there at the net from the Comets. Keep the ball on Hayward's side. Hayward with the foresight to see that there was a bit of an opening. But the Comets not falling for it. They do, though, ultimately send the ball over out of bounds, so Hayward is going to notch that one. Hayward's serve is good. Looking for the hit outside from Hibbard. No bananas. Hayward now tying it up at 9. So just picked up in the back by the Comets, looking for the hit. They've got it. Thompson doing a good job. And it looks like Hayward's going to get charged with a lift, so the Comets are going to get one. Hibbard's serve is good. And on 3, Hayward sends it over. Looking for the outside hit. The Comets get it. The block goes up in the air. Nobody from Hayward able to get up to it. And the Comets will take that one. Hibbard's serve is good. Looking for the outside hit is Hayward. They've got it dug up by Seavalls, and some panicking there from the Comets is going to get them 4 hits, and Hayward will take that one back. Jump serve there for Hayward is good, picked up in the back. Nice tip there, catches Hayward on their heels. Kira Cook having to do some fancy footwork to make sure that she didn't touch that one. She stepped out of bounds trying to avoid it and then ended up right in its path, actually. She did good. Greenville to serve. And that one will end up being an ace. I think, or she touched it right before it hit. Either way, Comets get the point on that one. Greenville's serve is good. And on the reception, they send it way out of bounds. The Comets will take another point. Comets here with a 4-point lead. We have a timeout, and that means it's And we're back. Again, thank you to our sponsors. You've seen them tonight, scrolling at the bottom of the screen and in the ads. Make sure that you guys support them if and when you can. They provide the funds so that we're able to do this for free for you guys. Also, thank you guys for tuning in and for supporting the athletes, whether it's the Comets or the Hurricanes tonight. We appreciate you guys being here. Greenville's serve is good. Good work there from Hayward to get it over. Comets with a big one, sending it back. Nice work there from Hayward. It's going to be fielded, but the Comets are going to send it out of bounds, and Hayward's going to take the point. Hayward trailing by 3 here. on the road against Cameron. Big serve there for Hayward, picked up by Anchuk. Outside hit from Ebner, but it's going to come up short, and Hayward's going to take the point. Serving for Hayward is Isla Sealing. If I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Good talking there from the Comets. I think I heard at least 3 of them yell out. Quick substitution for the Comets. Thompson's serve is good. Good work there by Hayward, pulling the ball off the net. I'm not sure what that call was, but Hayward gets the ball. I think they're calling that the Comets touched it. I'm not sure. Hayward serve out of bounds. Comets are going to maintain the lead here. I think they're saying that the Comets touched the net on that one. I'm not positive. Anchuk's serve, good. Looking for the outside hit. Hayward's going to send it into the net. Comets will take the point. They've got a 4-point lead here in the third. Of course, Comets won the first, lost the second. Good work there from Hayward to send it over on 3. The Comets, and for the outside hit, they've got it from Hibbard. Hayward gets one of their own picked up in the back by Cranebuell. Addie Ebner sends it over, finds an open spot. And the refs are going to call that it touched the floor. The Comets will take the point. They've got a 5-point lead. They're 7 away from closing out this third one. However, we did see last game Hayward rally back from a deficit of about that. So it's not over. No lead is really too terribly comfortable. Not tonight, anyway. However, the Comets open to run away with it. They've certainly got the momentum to. Comets serve is good on 3. Hayward sends it over. Anchuk does a great job reaching for it. Comets scrambling a little. It looks like there's going to be some issues at the net, and Hayward's going to come up with the point. If I'm understanding correctly, I believe I saw her foot cross the line. Also, I just have to say this camera angle is like perfect because it's got that net dead center. Hayward's serve is good. Looking for the outside hit. The Comets get it in Hayward, but it's blocked. Ebner sends it over on a softie. Hayward trying to hit it, comes up just a little bit too early on the ball. Ball's going to fall on their side of the court. Comets will take the point. Comets 6 points away from wrapping this one up. 5-point lead. Seaballs to serve. Her serve is good. Picked up in the back. Sent out of bounds by Hayward, and the Comets here now 5 points from wrapping it up. Serve good, picked up in the back outside hit. Hayward's got it, and a nice reach from Anchuk. Comets send it over on a soft 3. Hayward with another hit. It curls a little bit early and falls on their side of the net. That one. Another serve here from Seawalls. And too much sauce on it, and Hayward's going to get the point. And we've got Colby Springer serving. Picked up in the back by Seawalls. Anchuk does a good job sending it forward. Emerson sends it over. Looking for the outside hit is Hayward. They've got it picked up by Emerson. Emerson with the outside hit. And she finds a good spot. The Comets now with 22. Emerson to serve. Her serve is good, picked up in the back row. Excuse me. Hayward sends it over on a soft 3. Big hit there from Scholes, excuse me. And it's blocked. So the Comets will give that one up. Trailing by 6. Hayward could still be in this one. They've got Grace Schmidt serving. Nice pick up there by the Comets, looking for the outside hit from Thompson. Comets will take that one. Hibbard here to serve. The Comets 2 points away from closing this one out. Ball goes a little wonky for Hayward there, but they're able to get it under control. They send it over on 3. Looking for the outside hit. The Comets get a set instead. Some congestion there at the net. Hayward able to get it under control. They get their hit. And a nice block there at the net will secure the 24th point here for the Comets. And we are looking at a game point here. And on a bit of a fumble there, the Comets will take it 25-16. So the last game or match was also 25-16. That one going in favor of Hayward. The Comets rather poetically answering back with a win of their own with the same score. Both teams are going to take a couple minutes here, talk it over. I'm going to mute my mic and get some water. We'll be all right. Do we have any guesses, Chad? Are we going to go to the 5th? Comets up 2-1 here in this conference matchup. right, and here we go. We're going to get the fourth underway here. And I believe Hayward starts with it. Refs are going to make sure that the rotations are correct before liberos come in. And the serve. Melody Isham with that one. The Comets looking for a hit on three. They're going to tip it. Hayward wanting a call for a lift. A little bit of scrambling there from Hayward. It seems like they were kind of thrown off after what they felt should have been a call. The Comets will take the first point. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know if you can see the little cutie patootie who is just walking through who got that ball. He's got a little teddy bear in his hands. How precious. Thompson's serve is good for the Comets, looking for their hit on three. Hayward's going to send it over. Looking for the outside hit is the Comets, and they've got it in Emerson. And the Comets will take the point. Thompson serve, good. Picked up in the back. Looking for the outside hit. Hayward gets it, picked up by Thompson. Ebner with a big hit that's blocked. Too many Comets at the net there, a little too congested. And Hayward's going to take a point. Comets with a 1-point lead here. And Hayward there with a nice rally, but they're not going to get the point. Yes, they will. Sorry. A little bit distracted here. I'm realizing that the computer's not charging, and I need that. Hayward's serve out of bounds. Not quite sure why we're not charging. Makes me a little bit nervous. Oh, there we go. My apologies. Hayward's gonna come up with that one. There we go. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. Computer said I had like 30 minutes left was all. So if we go to 5, that was definitely not going to be enough, but we're charging now. Hayward's serve, picked up in the back by the Comets. Big hit there from Emerson. And they're going to give the point in favor of Hayward. They just wanted to confirm that nobody touched it. Hayward's serve is good. Hit there from Emerson and some kerfuffling happening on the Hayward side. They get it under control. Ebner's going to tip it, find an open spot, and take a decisive point there for the Comets. And she's grinning as she comes off. We have a tie game here at 4. Seaval's serve is good, picked up in the back row. Nice hit there on 3. Seamer's reaching for it, but she seemed a little bit nervous after the fact. Hayward's going to take that one. Excuse me. Hayward's serve is good, picked up by Anchuk. Looking for the outside hit. Comets get it from Hibbard. Hayward sends it over on a freebie. Comets Setting up for an inside hit. They're going to opt for a tip instead. A little bit of scrambling there from Hayward, but they get it. Seaball's gearing up for a hit from Emerson, and the block goes out of bounds. The Comets will take that point. And a little bit of talking here, trying to figure out what happened. And it looks like that point is going to be reversed. Hayward's going to get that one. And the serve, no good. The Comets will take that one back. Emerson's serve picked up in the back by Hayward. It probably would have been out of bounds if not touched. The Comets will take the point. And a bit of a last-minute diving reach there for Hayward on the Cameron serve is going to be no good. The Comets will take that one. Emerson serving. And Hayward scrambling, but they've got it. Looking for the hit. Here's the Comets. They've got it. But an excellent block there from Hayward. Good scrambling from the Comets. But the hit for over the net is going to come up just shy. That was an excellent effort from the Comets to try to get that one going. Colby Springer to serve for Hayward here. It's good, picked up in the back by Anchuk. Looking for the outside hit. Hibbard's got it. Outside hit there for Hayward, picked up in the back by Anchuk. Comets are going to send it over on a freebie. Block there at the net. Two Comets scrambling for it. Ball's going to fall inside. They're trying to avoid getting hit. Can't blame them. We're tied up here at 7. Hayward serving. And it's going to go into the net. The Comets will take a freebie. Hibbard serving for the Comets. It's good. And for the outside hit, it's over the net and out on the Comets side. Comets take the point. They're up by 2 here at home. Hibbard's serve is good. Some scrambling there from Hayward. They send it over on 3. Nice job there from Brooke Scholes. She goes up on 3, realizes there's an open spot near the net on the far side, and she drops it there. Comets ahead by 3, 10-7. Hibbard's serve is good. Looking for the outside hit is Hayward. They've got it. It's blocked at the net. Comets looking for their 3rd right at the net. They're going to get credit for a block, which gave them another set of 3. Comets send it over. Hayward sends it back. Nice hit from the outside there for the Comets. Comets send it back. Hayward looking to set something up, but it hits the pole on its way over, and the Comets are going to take that one. They've now got a 4-point lead, and we've got a timeout, and that means your last ad for the evening, so hang tight. Excuse me, we're back. Hibbard's serve is good, picked up in the back. Hayward tries to send it over, but it's blocked. Comets on a freebie from Hayward. And for the outside hit, they've got it. And it goes out of bounds. Hayward will take that point. Hayward's serve is good. Comets looking for the outside hit. They've got it. Sent back over by Hayward, and some quick thinking at the net there by the Comets, and they're going to notch a point. And Hayward's going to do the work to send it over in 3. Comets with a tip on their third. Hayward able to adjust. But the Comets are going to get called for being in the net. Hayward's going to take that one. Serving for Hayward is Isham. It's picked up in the back by Anchuk. A big hit from Ebner from the outside is going to be dug up by Hayward. Hayward's going to try to send it over on 3, and it's going to be caught in the net. Comets taking the point. Good serve there from Thompson. On 3, a fancy tip. Hayward did a really good job. Comets unable to convert on that one. Hayward's Isla selling is going to serve it. Serve is good. Comets on 3 are going to send it over as a freebie. Looking for the outside hit is Hayward. They've got it, but it's out of bounds. Comets will take the point. Good serve there for Anchuk. Outside hit from Hayward, beautifully dug up by Anchuk in the back corner. Emerson coming up a little bit short on that third. Hayward still very much in this one. Laney Duffy on the serve, it's good. Picked up in the back by Seamers. Emerson with a tip is blocked. Comets looking to get something going. Ebner sends it back. Hayward on 3 with the outside hit. Picked up by Anchuk. Emerson from the outside, picked up in the back row by Hayward. They send it over with a hit on 3. Comets answering back with one of their own from Hibbard. Nice diving reach from Craneville, but the Comets unable to work the magic. Good serve there from Hayward. Comets scrambling, unable to get it over the net. And I believe we've got a tie game here. Oh, maybe not quite. I said that too soon. They assigned the point really early. And Comets unable to get that one converted. Now we have a tie game. Gridlocked here at 14 apiece. And a diving reception there for the Comets. Not quite able to convert. Hayward now rallying to take the lead by a point. Looking forward, just as a reminder, we do have one game coming up on Thursday here at home. The girls are hosting. And on Friday, we have football here at home at 7. So those games will both be streamed by We Are, barring any crazy thing happening. And next week, I believe we have 2, and that's on Tuesday, Thursday. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'd seen. Let me pull up the schedules again. Yes, Tuesday, September 30th, and Thursday, October 2nd, both at home, 7 o'clock. And then nothing again for a couple weeks, so make sure that you guys tune in for those. Hayward's serve is good. It's picked up in the back. Thompson a little bit frustrated with how that one went, but the ball was high. There's not a whole lot you can do. And Hayward's serve is good. A diving reach there for the Comets, but they're not able to convert on that one. Comets looking a little bit frustrated. It's not out of reach yet. 3-point deficit only. Looking for the outside hit. They've got it from Hibbard, but it's going to sail out of bounds. Hayward's serve is good. Nice hit from the back for the Comets, and it's going to go out of bounds. We've got another timeout here. The Comets trailing by 5 now here, in danger of losing this one right at the last little bit here. And the serve for Hayward is good. Quick substitution here for the Comets. Comets trailing now by 6. Hayward 5 away from closing out the 4th here and forcing a 5th. Serve is good, picked up in the back by Anchuk. On 3, the Comets send it over. On their 3rd, Hayward gets a hit from the outside. Comets answer back with one of their own. Good tip there from Hayward to try to throw the Comets off, but they're on to it. Ebner, the tip at the net, catches the tip of it and denied for the Comets. Comets now 4 away from seeing a 5th. Good pickup there for the Comets. On 3, Hayward sends it over. A good dive there from Anchuk. Hibbard sends it over. Outside hit for Hayward, blocked at the net. And because it hit the ceiling and went over the net, the Comets are going to get that one. Seaball's serve into the net. Quick substitution here for Hayward. Good communication there from the Comets, yelling that one was out, so they backed off. Comets trailing by 6. Emerson to serve. Good outside hit for Hayward. Picked up by the Comets, looking for one of their own. They're going to get the tip. And a nice job scrambling to send it over on 3 for Hayward. Nice hit there from Thompson. Good recovery by Hayward. The ball was up in the rafters, and they were able to get it under control. Hibbard's hit blocked and sent out of bounds. The Comets will take the point. Comets having to fight in the nitty-gritty here for these. Comets serve is good. Sent back over. A little bit of miscommunication there from the Comets, but they're able to recover. Block there at the net, and it's gonna, actually it wasn't quite a block, it just didn't make it over the net. Hayward's gonna be called for 4 hits. Comets getting a little bit of steam going here. They've now closed the gap to only 4. Emerson's serve is picked up in the back row. 2 Comets going for that one. It's gonna hit the court. And Hayward now 2 away from forcing a 5th. Serve for Hayward, picked up in the back row by the Comets. Nice set over on 2. And Hayward's 3rd hit, not going to make it over the net. The Comets will take the point. They're trailing by only 4, but Hayward does only have 2 points until they've won this one. So a little bit of pressure here for the Comets. And Hayward sending it over as a freebie on 3. Comets looking for an outside hit. They've got a tip. It's blocked. Comets looking for another outside hit from the other side. They've got it. And hit number 3 for Hayward. Finds a good spot. The Comets diving to reach, unable to capitalize on it. Serve is good for Hayward. And this is game point for them. And Thompson cranks on it, but it's out of bounds, and Hayward's going to take the fourth here, 25-19. And they have forced a fourth. So a lot of back and forth here for both teams now. We're looking at a fifth here. And this is where, these are high schoolers, so they're probably used to staying up a little bit later. But, it is 9 o'clock, and that's got to factor into some degree, right? Like, they got to be tired. Going 5 games is a lot. And it's not like it's been, major blowout wins. It's been, 25-19 twice and 25-16 twice. So those are both really decently high-scoring matches here. They've played a lot of good volleyball, and they've had to fight for a lot of these points. So we'll see if that fatigue here plays into that at all. With the little bit of time left I have before they start the last one, I am going to mute and give myself a chance to get some. And we're back. Game 5, y'all. And Hayward is going to start with it. Melody Isham, the starting server. And both teams getting ready here. Refs doing the checks before liberos come in. There we go. And the serve is good. Comets on their third opt to set it over. Hit there for Hayward. Comets looking for an outside hit. They've got it from Thompson. And another one. Greenville's going to send that one out of bounds. Hayward's going to take the point. The Comets are going to take that one. The serve is good there for the Comets. On 3, Hayward sends it over with quite a hit. Comets answer with one of their own. And Hayward's third is going to be out of bounds. The Comets will take their second point. Oh. And it looks like they're going to call that one in, and Hayward's celebrating because they've got that one. Comets working for the point. It would have been out of bounds, but Hayward picks it up. They send it over on 3. Comets looking to answer with a third of their own. And Chuck giving herself a little grief after she came up under that one. Comets picking that serve up in the back row. Some good work there from Ebner to get the ball over. Nice hit there from Hayward. A good dig by Chuck. And on the third hit, the Comets are going to go a little soft on it. So the Comets now trailing by 3 here at home. We've got a timeout here. And serving for Hayward here is Isla Selling. Comets answer back on a third. Rolls off a couple sets of fingertips. Ebner answers back with a nice hit to get the Comets a point here. Good serve from Chuck is going to be fumbled by Hayward. The Comets now within 1. And Chuck's serve is picked up in the back row on 3. Hayward opts to set it. Comets looking for a third of their own, looking for an outside hit. Emerson's going to tip it. And does she get it? No, she gets the tip. Hayward was able to get it back over in 3. It wasn't real clear that that would happen. A good block there from the Comets. Hayward sends it over on 1. Hayward answers with it back right away. Emerson with a hit from the outside. Hayward on their 3. It's going to catch the net, and the Comets will take the point. And Chuck's serve is good on 3. Hayward sends it over on a bit of a softie. And it looks like Hayward's going to get called for being in the net. And Comets are going to take that point. And Chuck's serve is good. Hayward sends it over on a freebie 3. Good job from Chuck calling Emerson off of that. And Hayward comes up a little sideways on that hit. And the Comets with a 6-4 lead here. Again, we're in match 5. How are we hanging in there, Comet fans? And Chuck with the serve. On 3, Hayward sends it over. And it looks like they're going to do a replay on that because both teams were in the net. And Chuck's serve is good, picked up in the back row. Good hit there from Hayward. They're going to call that one in. And Hayward's serve is good. Looking for the hit. Comes up shy. Hayward now tying it up. Hayward's serve is good and picked up in the back row by the Comets. Looking for the hit from the outside. They've got it from Ebner. Hayward from their outside. Blocked by the Comets, but it ends up on their side of the net. Hayward's going to take the lead. And the serve is good. Comets looking for their third hit. They've got it in Hayward. Comets are going to get that one. It's going to be called inbounds. Comets serve is good. Hit from the outside is blocked. Comets looking to set up their third hit, looking for the outside hit from Emerson. She tips it. A little bit of scrambling from Hayward. They're going to try to set it over, and it's going to come up shy. Seaballs to serve. Good job at the last second by Hayward, ducking out of the way for that one, and they're going to secure the tie at 8. Both teams looking a little bit tired. Service picked up in the back by the Comets. Looking for the outside hit. They're going to opt to bump it instead. Hayward sends it over on a freebie. Comets looking for that hit. They've got it, but it's blocked. And for another hit from the other side of the net, they've got a tip from Hibbard. A deep set into Comet territory. Hibbard tries to tip it over, and it catches just at the top of the net. Falls back on the Comet side. Serve out of bounds. The Comets will take that point back, and we are locked up at 9. Comets serve is good. Outside hit there for Hayward. Picked up by the Comets. Thompson sends it over. A little bit of confusion on Hayward's side, but they're able to send it back. Quick thinking set there from Seaballs, trying to catch Hayward off kilter, but it doesn't quite pan out. Hayward sends it back. Comets a little bit of everywhere. And Hayward's going to get called for being in the net. And we've got a quick little chit chat here for both teams. Emerson's serve is good. A little bit of scrambling here from Hayward. They send it over in 3. And for the outside hitter, the Comets. And the Comets are going to come up with the point. Comets with a 2-point lead here. Emerson's serve. Hayward able to pull together 3. Comets setting it over. Looking for the hit is Hayward. They've got it, but it's picked up by Anchuk. Back row hit there from Emerson and a nice tip at the net. The Comets are going to secure a point. That's some excellent volleyball there. And on the reception, Hayward's going to send it out of bounds. The Comets notching another one. Now, it's been a while, but I believe that on the 5th, they only go to 15 points. So, Comets close to closing it out here. Emerson's serve catches the net, rolls over. Big hit there from Hayward. Comets pulling it down, setting it up. And Hayward's going to get called for being in the net. The Comets will take the point. Emerson's serve out of bounds. Service picked up in the back by the Comets. Nice hit from Thompson on the outside. Hayward sends it over. Comets with a tip over from the middle. Hayward doing their thing, and they send it back. A diving reach from Anchuk. Not quite enough. Aha, thank you. Comets not able to capitalize on that one. We've got a close one here, folks. We do have a timeout. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic and get some water here. We're just a couple points away. And we're back again. Before we wrap up, I want to make sure that I thank our sponsors. Make sure that you support them if and when you can. You've been seeing them scroll at the bottom of your screen, and you've seen their ads tonight. So thank you, sponsors, for doing what you do so that we can bring the games to everybody at home, in their car, wherever they are, for absolutely free. Again, I will be live again on Thursday and Friday, barring any crazy things happening. Those games start at 7, volleyball at home, football at home. We'll see you guys later this week, but without further ado, let's get back to some volleyball. Hayward serve is good, picked up in the back by the Comets. A good set, looking for the outside hit. Thompson nails it, and she's going to wrap it up for the Comets. What a decisive way to wrap it up. Both teams duking it out back and forth here. I'm pretty sure the fatigue of playing so late, I mean, it's almost 9:30, had to play into that one for sure. Both up, so we'll see how that impacts the standings when we touch base again on Thursday. Looking ahead to next week, we will be together on Tuesday and Thursday for a couple more volleyball games, and then there's going to be a couple weeks without any games if my schedule is correct. So make sure that you guys tune in for those this week and next week. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Be safe. I don't know what I said. It was safe. I don't know why, but yeah. On behalf of We Are, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys make this all worthwhile. I love doing this.